What's going on, guys? I want to show you a quick little trick that I like to do when I'm using a synthesizer. If I'm doing something that's monophonic means you can only hit one note at a time. So have you ever been loaded up a patch on the synthesizer and you notice you couldn't play a chord, you could only play one note at a time? That's because the designer of that patch is wanting to force you to do that because it makes it more realistic to that sound. So if the sound is supposed to be a saxophone, a real saxophone player could only play one note at a time, right? They couldn't play multiple notes at a time, unless you're some weird prodigy or I don't know. I don't know if you can do that or not. But like a violin, for instance, usually it's one note at a time. All right, so that's kind of the concept. So this is just a patch, and Portamento, that's what I'm trying to talk to you about. Portamento is all about sliding between those notes. And it kind of gives a cool effect. It makes it a little bit more human. So what am I talking about? Let's check it out here. Okay, so I've got this cool little flute. I call it a flute, but this is made with Omnisphere, and this is a patch. So I'm going to play it. I can solo this up and show you what it looks like. It's a lead patch. A lot of leads, synthesizer leads are like that. I've taken the envelope and I've adjusted the attack so that because it originally sounded like this. So it was really kind of harsh at the beginning. So I've softened the attack. It's almost like a little whistle. And then I've gone into this area right here, what I want to show you, and I've turned on the glide. Now the glide is what Omnisphere calls Portamento. It's the same thing. Some apps and some synthesizers call it a little bit differently, but in this app it's called glide. But Portamento is you're just sliding between notes. So if I turn it off, it would sound like this. If I slide it or glide it, and if you can adjust the speed at which it slides between notes, and I can do that here. So, a lot of EDM producers right now are kind of using a little bit more of this Portamento. Check out Alan Walker in the song Faded. He does that a lot in the beginning of that song. I'd put it in here, except that YouTube won't let me post another person's music. I don't want to do a copyright infringement, but go check it out. It's really cool. But use that in your synths. Use that in your production. It's a lot of fun. And again, this is kind of how it sounded like. Hope that made sense. Hope you liked that. I love that little effect. I use it all the time. Portamento, just a little bit, just a touch goes a long way. All right, go make some great music, and I'll talk to you later.